On the road, shall we? Shall we? Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with Moses Mark saying every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive, and so are you. I feel so alive this morning. I've been up since 5, maybe 5:45, maybe 5:55, a little love in this life. And I've been watching the sunrise and taking on the sights. And this morning, we're going to talk about all of us being hypocrites, having double standards, and of course, being the living, walking contradiction that we are. That's just what we are. We're humans. We contradict ourselves all the time. We say we're going to do one thing and mean another, or we do another than what we said we were going to do. And this morning at Saints Addiction, we're going to talk about this. We on a mission. All right, let's go. Your boy Saint had the thought this morning. Hold tight, hold tight. Yeah. Walking contradiction. I remember my friend saying this phrase in his show that he was a walking contradiction. And I thought to myself, that's exactly what Saints addiction is. It was the dichotomy of two extremes. It's us being judgmental, but not judging ourselves. It's us saying one thing and doing another. And it's us doing one thing after we said we do another. And it is so intense to be a human. It's such a trip. My life is a trip. Your life is a trip. It's not. Life's a journey, not a destination. Come on, Aerosmith. But how can you fly with broken wings? Okay, so when you're in it to win it, right? When you're in your own mind and you're in your own life and you're making your own decisions, I think you will find that you are contradicting yourself. We tend to feel too much. Our feelings change too fast, and then so does our decisions. And what ends up happening is our indecision is a decision. Decisions we take and we don't like the outcomes, we think are bad decisions. And there is no good or bad, it's just action. And the thing that most people get is they don't want to take action because they're afraid that it might be the wrong action. And the actual act of action means that you're changing something. Change is inevitable, right? But perspective isn't. And for us to see ourselves, contradictory as we are, doing things that aren't in exactly in alignment of what we say we wanted or what we actually do, is a trip to me. I watch humans do all the time. I'll give you a case in point of cognitive dissonance. So you'll be like, do you wear condoms when you have sex? And everybody be like, yes, yes, I do. I always wear condoms when I have sex. Have you ever had sex without a condom? Yes, yes, I have. That's two contradictory stories. Me always wearing a condom and me not wearing a condom. Or how about the person that's like, I can't believe she's drunk driving right now. She's got a child in the back. Meanwhile, you're smoking cigarettes with children in the back of your car. We do it all the time. My own grandmother, talks shit about women in the church, inside church on Sunday, God's Day. My own grandma will be like, didn't she wear that last week? I'm like, oh God, grandma, come on. Be cool. Be cool. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. And that's where we are. We start shit in our minds. We start overthinking. We start overreacting. We think one thing's happened and then another. Then we pivot off of it. I've just witnessed it in my own life, like one lemony snickets of events bounce into another lemony snickets of events. And I looked at myself and my own actions and I said, oh man, if this happened, then this wouldn't have happened. That's a lie because it happened just the way it was supposed to happen. I don't know if this and that happens. We like to think that our outcomes would change. We like to think that the conclusions of our decisions would be better. But what we don't know is the alternative realities, right? This is contradictory to us because one thing we do is we live our lives, and what would have happened is never going to happen. And that's tough for us. It's tough for us to have these alternative adventures or ideas or thoughts or journeys. And we thought, oh man, if it was only that girl. I was watching a video this morning and the guy asked her, tell me about the one that got away, right? We all got the one that got away. And she was like, we were young and then we were out in this park and I could tell that this woman and him had sex. So I went home and without saying anything, I left and I was so emotional. He's the one that got away. And then years later we met, and after he had 3 children, we had children, and now we have 5 great grandchildren. When she was 19, 20 years old, that shit mattered to her, right? that he would be with someone else. And maybe that was the alternative path that he had to take to have the three children he ended up having with this woman. And little did she know, 16 years later, it'd be her chance to have 16 years with him and also have children. And now they have all these great grandbabies, which was once her competition. Look at the contradictory thought here. Getting over this cold. I'm a spitter, so sue me. Which once was her competition and her greatest regret and everything else that comes with feeling jealous and not being chosen. Little did she know she would end up loving those children as much as her own and have this life of love full with family, and that family was most important. It's the people that you bring with you. You only have the challenges of your life in your mind when you spread your consciousness and you start to see your forest through your trees. You can start to see your contradictory behavior. How many times have you said, oh, I should be on a diet, but you weren't? And how many times did you say you were going to quit drinking, but you didn't? How many times did you say you wanted to get married and the next day not talk to the person? I mean, we contradict ourselves all the fucking time. And that's what ends up happening in our lives. We're walking, talking contradiction. And it's about high time we realize that we lie to ourselves, to others, to the world. That's why I put up the V mask, is because everybody's trying to wear a mask. And we want to be liked so much. We don't want to be judged. We want people to think less of us. We don't want anything to go wrong. We want everything to be perfect. We want everyone to like us. But that's not how reality is. That's not how real life is. And unfortunately, that's not how you would want it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want everybody liking you. It's the mixture of us. It's the village. You know what I'm saying? It's the village that creates the child, and it's all around experiences. It's not just the people that like you. It's the people that challenge you. How many times have you said, "Oh, I didn't like him when he first started. That teacher had it out for me. They didn't like my style. They didn't like my paper. They didn't like they could give me bad grades. D. And then this ends up being their most favorite teacher because they challenged them the most and they were the most like them and let them be the rebel that they were and the come up and the glow up and the whole thing. And they end up being their best and favorite motherfucker in the corner. You might not think that at first. If you have a coach and the motherfucker's on your ass at like 5 o'clock in the morning telling you you're fat and you need to jog it up and you ain't shit and you about to get beat up by Apollo Creed, you're gonna be like, oh no, dog, this guy's an asshole. This guy's an asshole. He's just treating me like an asshole. And nothing else I can do can impress him. What if I try harder? What if he gets the most out of me? Isn't that the contradiction right there? That these people that are pushing us and striving for us to be better, we're bucking the system, but they're also healing us. They're also showing us our weakness. It's the same thing in relationships. You get in a relationship and all of a sudden you go, oh shit, I don't remember having that childhood disorder. I don't remember having that issue. I didn't know I had intimacy issues. I didn't know I had romantic issues. I didn't know I had sexual issues. It takes other people to bring it out of us. That's why I love having an opponent, especially in like boxing or UFC, because these guys, man, this guy's training so hard, he's gonna make me train hard, and I'm gonna be like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson every year, just because you know what it is. You know he's out there practicing. You know he's out there shooting. You know he's out there becoming a better player. So that's gonna make you feel like a better player. You're gonna have to step up your game, stop contradicting yourself, and get in alignment. And that's what I was thinking this morning. I was like, when you're in alignment, you can catch yourself lying to yourself. It was the other day when I said, okay, two more sit-ups and I'm done. I hit the sit-ups and I started to walk to the shower. And I remembered this guy saying that he did 100 push-ups every day for a year. And he missed a day. And he looked himself in the mirror and he said, you missed a day. Now, most people, when they look themselves in the mirror, they would say, that's okay, do it another day. Well, what he did, he doubled down. And now he had to sustain the word that he gave himself, the self-discipline, the mindset, the same voice that was in his head saying doing 100 push-ups every day is the same voice that contradicted him and said skip a day. Do you feel me on that? Hear me now, feel me now. Think about it. The same voice that's telling you you ain't shit, you suck at life, nobody likes you, you ain't got no friends, beep 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 bop, the worst shit that we tell ourselves, you fucked up, you're never gonna win, contradicts itself all of a sudden, right? And then all of a sudden it was um all of a sudden it was I'm taking control of my life. All of a sudden it's like I'm making bold steps. I'm not just somebody that I don't know, let something happen to them, or I choose, or the mood is chosen for me, or I let the weather choose the weather for me. No, I know that I can contradict my own thoughts back to myself and say the same thing in a better way. I could have been like, instead of being on some, oh, you ain't shit, you didn't make it, could have been, you're still trying, at least you're swinging, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a separate thought there. The duality. Oh, by the way, your boy's sweating just sitting out here. It's so humid, it's about to rain. But weight loss, weight loss and abs, weight loss and abs. Here comes the boy. Morning, boys. Morning. And here comes the hammer in. So is that real abs shining off my body? Are you serious? Here comes 44, baby. Get some. And the contradiction would be like something like me going like, oh yeah, I want to be on a diet, but I'll be eating my ice creams at night. I lie to myself. I'd be like, man, I've been cutting sugar, but then I'll pound two of them, three of them in a row. Mm. We're exclusive. Yeah, I'm sleeping with multiple women. Um, um, you're the one, but I won't talk to you the next day after I get engaged to you. So many contradictions in each other that it baffles me. I have to look around and say, what is my real true north? Where is my compass? What do I really truly believe in my heart? And that was that whisper, that do the second abs again. You said you were going to do two more rounds of abs, two more sets of abs. Why are you walking to the motherfucking shower then? What you said needs to match your words, and that's one of the four agreements is to be impeccable with your word. If you're saying you did something, then do it. Oh, you want to be a master diver? Then do it. Just do it, Nike, bro. No excuses, no explanations. Nobody needs your fucking dissertation. Nobody needs your research. Nobody needs a pie chart. Nobody needs a PowerPoint presentation. Your ass just needs to do it. Do it. And watch yourself contradict yourself immediately. As soon as you set out to break a habit or start a new pattern, or do what you say you're going to do, that's why it never happens. Because you're faced with the amount of work that it's going to take to get it done. You're faced with the actual task of focusing. It's easier to say the sentence in a couple seconds than to do the years of the work and follow through with what you said in the sentence. It is about application. And that's why I said it's applied knowledge that matters. It's not that you know things, it's that you apply it because you know it. It's one thing to read, it's another thing to study. It's one of those things where we go skimming. Do you go back and reread it, or do you start thinking about your day or your boyfriend, or what you got to do, and leave your thought? You can still keep reading. You're still scanning, but are you absorbing? Are you applying? Are you focusing? And that's that raw shit I'm talking about. That raw, get your ass up in the morning, 5 6 a.m. like I was this morning. And it's hard. Ask your boy Larry Holmes. It's hard to go jogging at heavyweight champ with your silk boxers on at 5 6 a.m. You already had a steak dinner and potatoes last night. You ate good. You living good. You got silk beds. You got a babe with a butt in the bed. Why you want to get up? That's the difference. The contradiction between saying I still want to be champ and actually being champ are two way different things. Because champs, they gotta get up. We got to get over our excuses. Success is what comes after you stop making excuses. And that's what it is. A contradiction is an excuse. It's a way for us to walk around and put our face and our mask on and tell people, like, this is what I want you to believe about me. We spend all day doing it. We campaign, we reinforce the jokes, we make the certain people feel good, we make them laugh, we high five motherfuckers, we don't high five motherfuckers, we campaign all day, like, hey, do you still like me? Just checking because it was yesterday. And then aren't we still friends? Just checking because I just spoke to you yesterday. Validation, reinforcements, perspective, perception. We're masters of deception and perception. We want everybody to be deceived and perceived that we're all in the same game. We're all playing Chinese chess. We're all going, saying we're doing this thing, and then we do another. One person says that they're poly, but they really want to be mono. And then I'm mono, but then I really want to be poly. Or how about that I say I'm going to quit sugar, but I'm really sneaking ice creams. Or that I'm a solid citizen in the foreground, and in the background I'm a freak and a kink and I fucking do sexy shit. Like, motherfuckers just don't know. We don't know. And I started to see that, like, what you think you know, you have no idea. And they used to say that on MTV, like, what you know, you have no idea. And I'm sitting here saying I have all the ideas. I have all the motivation. I have everything in focus. And that's why I was like, you know what? I can see my forest through my trees. I can call bullshit on myself and call myself out and say, hey, you missed the beat. You missed this opportunity to be open in a relationship. You missed that opportunity to find a business that you can be good at. And now I got to speak louder because my Thai neighbors always start to yell at 8 a.m., right? I'm trying to do a motherfucking show here, bitch. Shut the fuck up. So anyway, besides that, right? My control over myself, seeing myself like, okay, why don't people like me? Well, you're not spending any money at their bar. And I'm thinking I can rationalize that. Well, I bring people and they spend money and I don't drink and I'm just there to smoke weed and hang out with my friends. That's okay in America. Over here, they're your walking wallet. And as soon as you aren't been around and haven't been spending money at their bar, like my friend told me, he's like, man, you were right, bro. There are some mean ties. There's some people that only, hi, Nick, how are you? How you feeling? $3,000 tab. Here you go, 3,000 baht tab. It's $100. Give it to me now. I'm so smiley. Then there's the you ain't been here 2 weeks. What's up, man? Can I get your order? Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead. Just give me 100 baht, bro. It ain't the 1,000 baht. 1,000 baht gets this. 100 baht gets this. 1,000 baht gets this. 100 baht gets this. You know, oh, he's got money. All of a sudden, I was watching the one thing where the girl's like, "Why'd you cheat on him?" He's like, "Cause he made more money." And the other girl, J Lo, in the movie Hustler, saying, "Money makes me horny." And we monkey branch girls do this, especially hypergamy, looking to advance, looking for something. Oh, let me sleep with the manager so I get the better shift. I won. And it's like, no, you just slept with some other dude. Contradictory of what we do. We're always trying to get ahead, and we think that we're slick. Oh, he showed up and gave me some chocolates for Valentine's. I had one girl look at a message and go, "Who the fuck is this?" Some dude poured his heart out in a Valentine's message, sent it out, and she didn't even know who it was. Contradictory, bro. Contradictory. Let's bless up to this. Saying one thing and doing another. And that's all of us. It's not like I'm just absolved from it. It's not like Saints all holier than thou, high on my horse. No, Saint's addiction was me calling myself out, bro. That Saint had addictions, that I had flaws, that I had warts and all. I had all these things that were. I thought you said you didn't drink, right? You know what I mean? Like the other day, somebody, about 2, 3 months ago, somebody gave me a big ass bud, like 3 grams of bud. And I was so grateful. He said, "But you got to drink a beer with me." So I had a beer with him. And one of my friends that has trouble quitting drinking spied it on me. He's like, "I thought you didn't drink." And it was such a walking contradiction that I could ever have another beer in my life, right? Or a wine, or appreciate some drinks once a year at that. And it was, oh man. And now this is the guy that day drinks, bro. Like he can't spell his name without spelling beer in it. And he was shocked at it. And that's what we all are, a walking contradiction. I'm a saint, but I'm also an addict. My last name's Saint, but does that make me perfect? And what about my flaws? Am I supposed to just walk around and be a robot? Am I allowed mistakes? Or am I the mistake master that's learning? Am I an experienced man or am I a failed man? Am I talking to myself as if all these things went wrong? Yeah, XYZ went wrong, but XYZ went right. And when I went right, it sometimes went wrong. And when I went wrong, it sometimes went right. And that's all of us. Not all of us are going to make the perfect decision all the time. Not all of us are going to be infinite lives and beat contra up, down, down, left, right, select, start, A, B, A, B. No, no, that's not what's going to happen. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, you're going to have to lose a couple Mario lives to fucking get back in the game to beat fucking Mario Brothers 3. And then 2 and 1. This journey is not going to stop. It's going to be full of contradictory things and behaviors, and you're going to end up being a hypocrite. You're end up going to say, "Oh, you said that on that one live that one time, Mark," and then I go do another, and they're like, "You're a hypocrite." I am a hypocrite. I'm a walking contradiction. We all are. We're a bundle of joy 1 minute and mean as fuck the next. We have the capacity to love intensely and ruin people's lives. We have the ability to be the bright, shining light and smile and the worst storm someone's ever seen. It's in each of us. The yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the mostly saints. The halo has horns, bro. Your halo has horns. And ooh, your halo has horns. Writing it down. Yeah, your halo. We're good. And we have to recognize it. We got to see that our shit smells like shit. Yeah. Halo has horns. Okay. Your halo has horns, baby. Your halo has horns. And it's high time that you identify it. It's high time that you get off your high horse and say, you know what, I'm man enough. That you can tell some people that you are also not perfect, and that you also make mistakes, and that you also are probably going to make more mistakes, and be okay with it. Give yourself the fucking leisure to make the mistakes. Give yourself the creed and clearance to be able to be both good and evil. There's something in each of us. We want to be Batman and we want to be the Joker. We're both inside of ourselves. We're both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We like to say one thing and do another. We can't wait to hide behind the mask and pretend that we are who we say that we are instead of prove who we say we are. Now you got Saints Addiction. I'm going to say that I'm going to start a brand. I'm actually going to start a brand. I'm not just going to say that I traveled the world. I'm actually going to travel the world. And by the time I say I've never done something, by the end of the never, I can't even say it. You know, like as soon as I say it, I know I got to do it. Haven't tasted that before. I never tasted that before. But I know I got to do it. Never jumped out of an airplane before. No, I got to do it. I'm doing the things that scare me. I'm going into outside of my comfort zones. And that also includes, guess what? Not being contradictory. I mean, can you imagine having to actually be own up to yourself? Like LL Cool J said, he said he's always going to do his best. And that's what I was faced with. Looking at my abs, I'd realized that I'd lied. I lied to myself. No, you wouldn't have known. I was in my bungalow. I wouldn't have known, but I did know. And that's what really fucked me up is I did know better. I did know that I was supposed to do those extra sets of abs, and I shouldn't just be running off to the shower and cutting off my workout. So I went my happy ass back there, finished my sets of abs, and kept my word to myself, and I felt confidence from it. My abs look better now. I can see the results because of my self-discipline, because I actually put in the work. Now I actually have the results. Now, a lot of us are asking for results without working for it, and I'm just like, it doesn't work that way. You are only going to level up by challenging yourself to a level, to a competition, to a standard, and say, hey, I'm going to step up and meet that standard. I'm going to show up and show out and prove to myself. You want to prove to the world, you want to prove to your parents, you want to prove to your friends. That's all good and all, especially if you're saying you're going to lose. Put it out there. Go, hey, I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes. All your friends are going to like the page. Two other people are going to like your post, but who's going to hold you accountable? You. No one's going to know if you sneak a cigarette. No one's going to slap cookies out of your hands. No one's going to tell you when you're being abusive to your children. You know, I love my children. Yeah, then why are you riding them so hard? Why are you berating them in public? Why are you taking photos of yourself with your legs open from your 3-year-old? I literally saw a lady with her child, maybe this tall, going out there with her legs all spread and her tits all like, doing nasty shit. Everybody's watching on the beach. That's so inappropriate. This kid's going to be fucked up for life. And I went over there and I'm like, you want me to take the photos? That's what I do. I take sexy photos. I have reliable models. That's what I do for a living. No, it's okay. No shame in her game. And that's when you see you're a walking contradiction. You're supposed to be someone's mom, and instead you're trying to get your kid to be your OnlyFans photographer. Get the fuck out of here. But that's us. I'm real, but my hair's dyed. You know, I don't lie, but we lie 9 times a day. I wear condoms, but people still get pregnant. There's so many things that we say that we are and show the world, but it's show over tell over here at Mostly Saints. It's show over tell. You got to show me change behavior. You have to show me that you have seen your hypocrisies. You have to show me that you're not just a hypocrite. You're not just saying one thing in my one ear and doing something else out of the other ear, and that's us inside of our own minds. Literally talking to our own brains, going like, oh yeah, I want to be in shape. Next thing you know, you're smoking a cigarette. Next year, I'm going to be a millionaire. And next thing you know, you got that video controller in your hand again. You know, I'm going to start being nicer to my mom. Next thing you know, you're in an argument again. There's so many things that we contradict ourselves, and I'm done with it. I'm done being the guy that's a hypocrite. I'm done being the guy that's chasing. I'm done being the guy that lies to himself. And the moment that I was done doing that is the moment that I progressed. It was the moment that I could have honest conversations with myself. View the footage, look at the Monday game tape and go, oh shit, is that what I fucking did? Is that the play that I made? Is that the outcome that I deserve because of my actions? Right? I'm accountable now. I'm saying, okay, because I did this happened, and I have to be aware that that's what happened. I can't just be somebody that just goes, oh shit, that happened, I didn't know. No, ignorance is bliss. It's knowing. You know what I mean? It's how pulling back the ignorance card and saying, okay, no more excuses. I can't hide behind my lies. I can't hide behind my truth. I can't hide behind my words. If I said I'd do it, I do it. And that's being impeccable with your word, with yourself and others. And then watch it drastically improve your life. That you stick to your guns, you stick to your promises, and you stick to your commitments. And then you watch your whole life expand in ways you never thought was possible. Because I actually do. Now, I actually don't drink. My friend can invest in me. Would you slide 20 grand to somebody that was still drinking? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because it would go to the bar straight away. It happened with my friend. He got 10 grand, 10,000 euros to fix his teeth. His brother had him, he drank his teeth out. You know what he did with that 10,000 euros? Embarrassing. He went and spent it at the bar. All he did was buy more booze. He skipped buying his teeth. He skipped his health. He skipped his wealth. He still doesn't have teeth and he's still binge drinking. It's a sad state of affairs to watch our own actions become our own undoing and to see it that that's our lives, that we never chose a life to live out of fear. We never chose a life to be daring. And I think that's why people watch my show and say I'm inspiring. He's like, Mark's traveling the world. My buddy Spanky Hayes and Phoenix Orion were on the live, their Instagram live doing the show. And who, Mark? The one with the beard? Oh, I fucks with Mark hard. Thanks, Spanky Hayes. I'm shouting you out right now. Spanky Hayes, one of the best comedians on the planet, straight from Wild and Out on MTV. And I got friends that have actually been on televised nationwide multiple times, syndicated. And then there's other friend throwing a party and they need my connects and my weed club so they can throw the event. They know the alcoholics, they know some Wu-Tang Clan members. We're talking corrupt, big names in the industry just wanting to fucking chief and have a get together. And we got an event space for you. So holler at your boy Saint. Weed Club, join Weed Club on Instagram. So the point is that you know, I'm getting my reputation good in Vegas. I fucks with Mark hard, and oh, Weed Club, fuck yeah, whatever he does, we do, and I'll be getting on my business cards too at the expo and following up with the people because people like consistency and they got the money because they keep showing up and they keep paying. Phoenix, you were so right. I listened to you, brother. So in that same speech, right, within that same breath, I have to be able to back up my shit on a regular basis. Otherwise, I don't get mentioned in the sentence. I don't get the nod from my friends that say, oh, he's at an event place. That's the truth because he's done 2 years of First Friday sessions. You can go to First Friday sessions on Instagram and see my marijuana mansion parties. You can see all the hard work, dedication, weed swag bags, and plugging it. So when they give me free shit for weed swag bags, it's because I promote it. I didn't just keep it and try to sell it on eBay later. No, I fucking put them all in little bags, give them out. First 20 people come in, get a free bag, join Weed Club, give me your email. Let's grow Weed Club worldwide. Let's all grow worldwide. This is all what we are when we're in alignment, right? People want to fuck with us. They want to do business with us. They want to invest with us. They definitely want to invest with me. They want to do business with me. I'm growing Weed Club even when I'm not in Vegas. This is a thing. It's not a contradiction. I'm backing it up. And that's why we like people that are reliable. That's why we like reliable models. That's why I set up reliable models. That's why I became accountable. That's why accountability became one of my favorite words, if not the favorite word. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh man, you said it and be about it. And that's where we are in the South. You got to be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And that's what I'm talking about this morning is stop contradicting yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to other people. Watch your vibration rise and watch everybody else's lies. And you can see the difference between somebody that's in alignment and centered and people that are out of alignment and out of whack. And that's what we got to do. We got to start seeing ourselves in alignment, centered, focused, breathing, and living what we say we're going to do. And that's how it gets done, folks. That's your morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this motivation, please like, share, and subscribe below. You know how the comments work. How are you contradicting yourself, and how did you call yourself out on your contradictions? Did you put your halo on and forgot your horns were there too? How many times have you been perfectly imperfect, like mostly saints, and saw that your forest through the trees and know that your shit stinks and everyone else's does too? Welcome to the morning motivation. Thanks for the views. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace and love. Ciao. And as always, peace. Oh, I already said peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Belo. Beijos.